Far east of the Sword Coast, the Shadowvar and Discoverin have fallen. The Shadow Storm is no more. Sembia is fractured into city-states. A mysterious hero rises from the ashes to usher in a new era of prosperity. Yet there is still suffering. Cormyr and the wild elves of the Dalelands offer war on all sides. Earth motes, madness, and shadow dragons plague the lands. These are the tales of the heroes who ended that suffering. 1491 DR, the year of Sembian revival.
This is your first mission, Mitoa, but with your knowledge of the Heartlands, you are the ideal candidate to journey to Sembia.
I am not the first of our order to be sent from Westgate, am I?
We had deep operatives inside each of the major merchant noble houses in Selgont. None have reported in since Uktar.
And now you suspect that this leader, Aldond Talendar, is somehow responsible for their deaths?
We suspect that Aldond is somehow at the heart of many things we don't understand.
The Sembian Revival Program?
The funding for the Sembian Revival Program. Even through deep winter, Sembian exports have not slowed. They have seemingly unlimited goods for sale and coin to exchange.
These other Harpers died while being on the periphery. So you want me to make contact with this Talendar?
Aldond has left Selgon for a perceived incursion by Cormyr. He is riding west for the border. You are to intercept him in Battle Rise and seek out another of our agents, Harold Ambelor. He has many connections into the Helms and can get you an audience with Aldond.
And then?
For years, Sembia has been a seat of wickedness. None but wealthy humans could walk within her borders. We need to understand the new Lord High and measure his character. Does his ambition outweigh his desire to promote freedom amongst his people and across the border?
And if it does?
Then you will do what you must to ensure the stability of the region.
This place is changed. There is deep forest all around. I narrowly found the entrance into Sakors, but outside the horizon is full of dense trees. The ruin of Ordulin is no more. This place is as it must once have been before the coming of man. Who is there?
I am here. Please don't attack me.
Aldond?
Yes.
How are you alive?
I should ask you the same question. I don't know what happened, but Ordulin hasn't looked like this since the raising of the Standing Stone.
You jumped off the bridge in Sakors. We thought you fell to your death.
I was lucky. I only managed a small wound.
Well, that does not look like a small wound. Your leg is unusable.
The bones are all shattered. It bore the brunt of the fall, it seems.
Is that Oramordic? You found it in the ravine.
Yes. What is that? The pain in my head. Stop, Mitoa. Please stop.
I need to know that you are no longer a puppet of the Shadowfell.
Oramordic has been changed. I am no longer under the influence of the Raven Queen.
Against my better judgment, I will trust your word.
My head felt as if it were going to burst. What are you doing?
Hold still, and I will ease some of the pain in your leg.
That's better. Yes, thank you. I can stand on it again.
I will heal it completely, if you are able to answer some questions for me.
You have a look in your eye I've seen before. Your loyalties are split, Mitoa of Westgate.
How did you know where I am from?
You aren't going to like what you hear. I give my word that I will answer truthfully, but you know that these truths offer transgressions of a man now changed. He was sick and twisted by the shadow.
Go on.
You are a Harper, yes? Of course, you don't have to say anything. When I first came to power, we identified any operatives from the various external factions in Selgant, and we eliminated them, one way or another. Your associates were killed by the Shatterkai. I am very sorry. Please, ask me whatever you like. I will speak the truth.
And I may kill you here, in the ruins of your former capital.
And this time, my death would be warranted.
How have you been able to fund your Sembian revival program?
The Mythalar. With the Raven Queen's help, we constructed a Mythalar in the image of the source. It powered our beacons and enchanted an unlimited supply of tradable goods.
But it was missing the sentient spark.
Yes, that is why we needed Sonia. We were unable to find Zoland, the Maker, in order to duplicate what he did originally at Sakors with the Source.
Zoland died many years ago.
No. Zoland and all of the arcane knowledge possessed in that brilliant mind now resides in an elder brain, but we could not find him.
That part of the story is done.
No, not entirely. Source is now a prisoner of Fargo and the Raven Queen. Fargo would not willingly part with a resource so rich in power.
And what of you? What will you do now?
You mean if you don't kill me? I intend to fix what I have broken. We have done good things for the wrong reasons.
You have committed great wrongs.
Yes, and to that end, we must get to Scardale. I believe Fargo's first action will be to manipulate that beacon.
Will you be able to wrestle the power back from Fargo?
Not willingly. I could use your help.
I'm afraid you will need to climb your way out of this ravine, too. But for your honest answers, I will restore the full use of your leg.
Thank you. Toa, look, to the sky.
I can hear the beat of wings.
It is of little use to hide from me. Your scent was clear and pungent, even through the odor of the gold and green pollen.
Tenori Morgul, the Black Dragon of Legend.
He is real?
Yes, be very careful what you say. He is not very happy that Thera and her helms were hunting his kin.
I do not recognize your friend's scent, but he has the look of a broken noble. I have seen enough nobles in my time to recognize those lying eyes.
Great dragon. Alas, you are correct. I am Aldond Talendar, former lord of this domain.
Be careful.
Fool of a Chondathan, dragons once ruled over all of this land. We are elder than the elves, and were once stronger than the stones.
Forgive me, I meant no disrespect.
Do you and your companions have anything to do with what has become of the ruins of Moondale?
Moondale?
It is what Ordulin was called before the coming of Ruthavier.
I see.
Yes, great Tenori. The planting of the Koril Seed was my desperate act to save us against the tainted dragons of Baal and the Raven Queen.
Tainted dragons?
Yes, they were offspring of the great Tenori Morgul.
They are alive?
Twisted, turned to the will of the Shadowfell. They were experimented on by that cleric of Baal that we destroyed in Durelt.
Do these dragons still live?
They will live, along with the Deathstalker Thera, until they all perish as one.
Tell me, where are these abominations?
Am I right to assume they are also headed to the Scar?
Yes, Master Dragon, you will find them in Scardale.
Then I will go into the east. For this information, I will let you live.
Great. Tenori Morgul, our purposes align in this pursuit. These once magnificent creatures have been tainted and must be destroyed. Could you bear me to Scardale, where I can assist with their destruction?
I sense growing power in you, Kenku. If you are able to assist me, I will grant this request.
Take me with you.
I'm sorry, Aldond. If you are to fix what you have broken, you must do it yourself.
Hold on, Kenku. We will travel with speed and height. They will not see death before it comes. My line will be cleansed.
Though this marks the end of the episode, the tale continues within a 10-day. Join us at longwinded.one and consider giving us a review on Apple Music, Spotify, or really whichever platform you choose.